So in the last class, we discussed about how to import a package and how to create a package according to that, how to import that package. So today we would like to discuss about class and a class path according to your syllabus. Okay. Okay, let me share you that. Actually, just I came to know that in your textbook, like class, I thought like there was a somewhat a different issue with the package. So, but according to your textbook, what they mentioned, that was a different. So this was I just shared with you in the last class, like setting a class path inside the packages and all. So according to his syllabus, what they said, the path and the class path was to create a path inside an environment variables. I already discussed that one. Okay, it's okay. Today itself, I'm going to again I'm going to explain the same thing, how to create a class path. Okay, because we should go according to your syllabus. Okay, so let me share you that. Second, just I want to go for the environment variables. So in your search bar, just go there and search for environment variables. Okay, let me share you that. This is a path and class path. Actually, according to your syllabus, what they said to explain about how to create a path for the environment variables. According to that, okay, it is available inside the system properties, and there is an advanced tab will be over here. Okay, so many tabs are available: computer name, the hardware, and advanced system protection. It is like what you are using inside in your operating system. Okay, and the remote thing, which we call it as a remote desktop. Okay, so we are not going to discuss anything about this. They mentioned like how to create an environment variable. In the last, I mean, before 2 days back, I think. Yeah, 2 days back. 2 days back, what I explained about how to create an environment variables without creating a path. It is not possible to run your program or a compile your program inside your PC. So according to this session, we are going to discuss about the class path, because I thought like they are going to provide somewhat different, because there are so many things available inside the package. So I would like to tell you that one. I thought in that way. So, but according to your syllabus, they said like, because the syllabus is essential to get a marks, right? So according to your syllabus, they said like how to create a path. So while you are creating a path, without creating a path, it is not possible to compile. Again, I'm telling you, without creating a path, it is not to compile. So basis on that, we are going to discuss it again. So make sure that you have your laptop or a PC with you, so that try at your own. Okay. So which is a very important topic according to the path we are creating. Okay. This is based on your class path. Okay. So this is the system properties. Go to your, if you are using a Windows 10, then go to your search bar. There will be like Cortana, I think, right? There will be a talk to Cortana, I think, Cortana. I think it is not possible to share with you that one, because that was different, because it won't be accessible to the others. Okay. So today itself, we are going to create a path and a class path. Let me share you that one. Just I want to show you that one. Path and a class path. I thought this is like somewhat different in packages. Packages, I think, while we are creating a packages, there are so many ways to create a package. So this is also one of the way to create a package. Okay. Last class, as we discussed how to create a package. So after this, we are going to use the access control. So previously what we discussed about, access control, if you are going to mention anything like private, don't you think about that it is not possible to create, to access that, because you are going to give a privacy to the method inside package, so which is not possible. So I already told you about, just I want to show you that one also. Yep. Yes, it is. So I created an example. Sorry, not this is the one. Okay. Inside the tool, I'm explaining that. Okay. So according to this, so I created this inside a package like com.crr.unit4 actually. This was a package according to tool. If you want to that, just mention in your chat box. If you want to know about, again, you want to know about how to do it manually. Okay. Okay, if you want that, I will show you that one also. So this is how I created a package. I'm going to access this one inside another program. How it is possible? So there are access controls which are very important. So how many access controls are available? We are having a public. Let me type over here, which is good for you. Public, protected, private. So according to your package, one more is available default, which is not visible. If you didn't mention anything like this, if I'm going to remove this one, yeah. So if I'm going to remove this one, we'll call it as a default. Yesterday itself in the, the first year students, they asked about, sir, is it possible to access a static method? Is it possible to access a method without a static from the static main method? Yes, it is possible. So just I want to tell you that one also, because why I'm going to tell you about all these things, because of let me remove this. See this one. This is a sample class and the package of it is, so inside a package com in the sense, this is one of the folder. Sorry, yeah, this is one of the folder, and inside that this is a sub package, and inside that this is a sub package, and this is a class file. So you are going to tell the operating system like place it somewhere else. Okay, let me share you that one also, which is good for you understand. So packages are very important. See this one. So this is about what we created inside an fprep. So what I'm saying to the operating system from the command prompt, it is like, please mention the directory over here. This is the directory where I'm going to place the dot class file. Again, I'm telling you, which is a very important thing. So here I'm telling the operating system like, please place the dot class file of an example inside an F drive. How you are going to mention that? If there is a colon. So by mentioning this. So if you want to place in somewhere else, just change this one. Okay. So wait a second. Yeah. So if you want to place somewhere else like -d, this is a syntax how to place it. If you want to place it somewhere else, a D, and there will be a colon and example.java. So this is all about how to compile and where to place while we are compiling according to the Java, after the compilation, we are getting a bytecodes. So what the bytecodes will do, what is the use of a bytecodes? The JVM will get all that bytecodes and will be placed into the memory allocations. After the memory allocations, what the execution environment will do, what the execution environment will consisting of? So it consisting of one interpreter as well as a JIT. What is a JIT? JIT is like just in time compile. I mean, yeah, compiler. So a compiler will gives you good performance compared with the interpreter. What is the interpreter? Interpreter is like goes by line. So when you are going to write a program, just let me show you again why I'm explaining this, because this is very important. See this one. It goes by line. So, but in the sense of a performance, why Java is so performed well? Why it goes well? Because of it is having interpreter as well as a compiler. Interpreter takes more time, but by using a just-in-time compiler, what the JIT will do, what JIT will do, the compiler will do just in time. So it will do like giving a good performance to the program. Taking a macro seconds to execute the program, giving a macro seconds to execute the program. This is all about, how the Java will be compiled and accessed. Sorry, how it will be executed, after the compilation, which will give you a lot of information about that. So again, I need to explain about the class path, how you are going to set the class path. Okay, let me show you the window. Yeah. So if you want to execute anything inside a command prompt, I want to check whether the Java is available or not. How you are going to check that one? Okay, let me remove this. So if there is any Java available in your PC, whether it is installed or not, how you are going to check from the command prompt? By using a keyword Java, you are going to check whether the Java is installed or not in your PC. Just press enter. So you are getting what is the bits you are used inside this, because here itself having both 32-bit as well as a 64-bit, because if you are using a Windows 7, maybe I'm expecting a 32-bit. This one is available. If you are using a Windows 8 and above, which we call it as a Windows 10, 64-bit will be available in your PC. Okay, just remember that one. So if the Java is installed, it will be visible. Okay, and you want to check whether the compiler is available or not. How you are going to do that? By checking this one. So by using a Java C, whether the compiler is available or not. When you install that, compiler will be installed parallelly with the Java. When you are going to use, when you're going to install a Java, the JDK from JDK, what you are going to install? JDK as well as JRE. What is a JDK? Java Development Kit. What is a JRE? Java Runtime Environment. So each and every programming language, they have their own environment. So in the sense of a Python, we are having VER environment, VERE, virtual environment, somewhat different compared with Java. But in the sense of a Java, we are discussing about the Java. So these things, the Java consisting of an environment, each and every, the high level language. What is a high level language? The high level language is nothing but which is understandable to the human. Only the human can understand the high level language, but the machine doesn't. So in this sense, in this context, I would like to tell you one thing. If you are people or need a good job, and if you are going to place, if you want to place in a good company, like more than a 10 or more than a 20, I don't think so, 20, more than 10 or a 15, 20 initially you won't get 20 lakh per annum. I'm telling you about that. So yearly you are going to get 20 lakh. There are two things. One is a cloud computing. Just I want to mention that one, because please learn somewhat a different. Why always you people are, if I want to go for a notepad. Did I share that? Notepad plus is visible to you or not? Yeah, let me share you that one. Wait a second. Yeah, it is visible. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. See this one. If you want to get enriched, or if you want to build your career, just learn cloud computing or machine learning. So I would like to tell you one thing. Cloud computing is good for Java and C sharp. We'll call it as a C sharp. We'll mention a hash over here. We'll mention this as, let me make it as a bracket, sharp. Yeah. Yeah, this is a C sharp or Java. So with Java, with the cloud computing, you will get easily 10 above per year. If you learn this, I think I can expect like 20 above, because this consisting of a Python. So what is the use of a machine learning? So don't you think like, sir, you are telling about out of a syllabus? Yeah, I'm telling because of you're going to enrich your career. If you have a 75 above percentage, which is enough. 75 above percentage in the sense, let me 3.5, add 3.5, 75 above, let me check it out. Yeah, add 3.5, I think, according to the KL University, because I don't know about JND. Okay, so this is about the percentage, 75 percentage in your academic career throughout. I'm telling about the throughout in the 10th and in the inter in the sense 10 plus 2, as well as in the BTech. After the completion of your 4th year, you need to maintain 75% above or 70, I mean 7.8, I think, percentile, which we call it as a percentage. I think after the gate, just better, I will say that go for the gate. Don't go for a job after the completion of a BTech. This is my opinion. Go for the gate. If you got a good percentile over here, then you will get a, I mean, right now at the time when I got joined, I got a 3.5 lakh per annum in 2010. Okay, this I want to show you that. So without a class path, it is also possible. Without a class path, it is also possible to compile the program. But every time, so wait a second. Yeah, but every time you need to get this path, because this been only consisting of Java C. Without the path also, it is also possible to run the program like this, like so. But while you are doing this program, you need to place your program inside a bin, which is not in a good manner, which is not a good programmer's point of view. Okay, so this is one of the way to run your program, and you have to place your example program inside a bin, which is not good. We are going to disturb the directory by the default installation. Okay, don't go for this. Just place this folder, place this path inside an environment variables. Why I took the, actually this was a previous session, I already explained that. Now I explain in a detailed manner, because this is a very, very important one. Okay, so this is the one you are going to create inside an environment variables. And how you are going to run the program, I mean, compile the program by using a Java compiler, which is available inside a bin. Inside that, I'm going to compile example.java. How you are going to run this? Because it is not available, that doesn't matter. Just remove this. How you are going to run the program? By using a class file. After the compilation only, the class file will be available. Example.class. Already tell you about that. Just I want to show you the one also. Yes. Inside FC this one, and this is a CRR. In the last class we discussed about this. Inside this we are having a dot class file. After the compilation we are having a dot class file. By using this class file, you are going to run the program. Okay, tomorrow we are going to discuss about I thought of somewhat different. Better just go through the topic, what are all the things I said to you, and maximum I'm telling you, after the completion of the 5th unit. I will complete within a 10 to 15 days. I mean, 15 sessions. 10 to 15 sessions. I will go somewhat a speed. Don't you think about sir is going somewhat speed, because after the completion of your 4th year, I want you all people will placed in somewhat a good placement with a good package in the sense the salary. So make sure that what are the things I'm telling you, go through that and check what are the things. What the, I mean, the organization or thinking. I know what the people are working over there. Okay. Please make sure that if I said any example in the class, just get your laptop or a PC with you, try it out first of all. Sa said about an array, Sa said about an 2-dimensional array or a 3-dimensional array, and parallelly how to declare an array or a single dimensional array or a 2-dimensional array or a 3-dimensional array, how to access that, how to pass a value from the keyboard by using a scanner. You can do that, right? Just I want to tell you, some other guy asked about inside first year student. He asked about this. I want to tell you that one also, because after this, I think you don't have a class, right? So just I want to tell you that one also. Sir, he said like, I want to delete this, and I'm also going to delete this one. So this is a sample class. And the package inside this, don't you think about this? The question was not related to the package. The question was related to the static. Again, I'm telling you, the question was related to the static. Maybe you can expect. So here, sir, it is like, sir, I'm going to access a test method from, I'm going to access a test method from a static method. Okay, then I want to create that one. So after doing this, it is a static. If I remove this one, what will happen? Please remember this one, only a static variables, only the static methods is accessible from the static method only. Again, I'm telling you, only the static method. This is a method. I want to place this, just I want to mention like, one more variable I'm going to take this, like I want to make a comment over here to understand for your point of view. This is like method. So this is a method or a function according to C language. Okay. I just mentioned, sorry. Yeah. So this is a method or a function according to C language. This is a function. According to the Java, this is a method. So, and I'm going to declare a variable like int a is equals to 20. This is the declaration as well as the initialization. Okay. So this is not a static and this is not a static. I want to access it from the static method without using a static. How you are going to do that? Already said so many times. If you want to access a non-static method or a variable from a static method, you have to create an object for the class. You have to create an object for the class. Without creating an object for the class, you have to mention like a static. Or else, so sorry, static, yeah. So this just I want to show you the variable also, the system dot out dot println. Inside this, I'm going to access a. So if it is like I just mentioned an as a, if I remove the static over here, it will throw an error like non-static methods, non-static fields, a cannot be referenced. Very, very important one. Even in your organization, you will get this one for sure. So every time after the mini project, after the completion of the 5th unit, will for sure will go for the mini project. I will complete in within the 10 to 15 days. After the completion of that, we'll go for 5 sessions. Only 5 sessions is enough. Try this one and explain this in the interview. For sure, you will get a job. Okay. So see this one. It is not possible. This is like you have to mention like a static over here. What is the difference between a static and a dynamic? Static in the sense the class within the class. Dynamic in the sense at the runtime. Remember this one. Static in the sense you're going to mention it. You're going to do already. You're decided to do. But at the sense of a runtime in the sense, it is like at the time of runtime. You don't know what you're going to do. At the runtime, you will decide that one. This is all about the difference between static and a dynamic. So I'm going to remove this one. So I don't want to use a static. Without static, is it possible to access? Yes, it is possible by creating an object of a class. Just I want to mention a copy this. Non-static method. Okay, this is a non-static method, and this is a non-static variable. Non-static variable. Okay. Okay, it's okay. Sometimes, yeah, it's okay. So now I'm going to create an object where it will be created inside Java Virtual Machine, like a heap area. Inside a heap area, we're going to create that sample. Excuse me. The name of the variable is equal to, by using a new keyword, you are going to create that one. Okay. So I just created this. Then by using the reference of object like sample dot. So now the error has been gone. Why the error has been gone? There are two ways to access a method. If it is like a static, then it is good. If it is a non-static, you have to create this object. You have to create this object by using the reference of it. And if you want to access A, then make it as a sample. Sorry, yeah. So then error is gone. So this is all about static and dynamic. Please remember the very, very important thing. Okay. Just I'm going to run this program. Just you check it out. It's taking too much time. Yeah, see this one. Just initially I called a test method. That's why it has been called first time non-static method. And then I accessed a variable, which we call it as an instance variable, which we call it as a class variable. Two names for this. If you place out inside the class, if you place out of the methods, we'll call it as instance variables or a class variables. Please make sure that place in a good organization. Like, don't go for a what we call that. Some companies are there.